for Chicago, but the result is the same with the Soul back on the attack. Firing towards the end zone, going deep, beautiful diving catch by Jake Reinhardt for the score. Austin Soul gets the Cal Tornabenny. Now to Matt Jaffe. Jaffe, ooh, a lot of collision on the sideline. Disc goes flying out of play. And Austin Soul will take over. Pavlianis puts it back into play for the Chicago Union. Weiss going deep. He's got Artemakis out there. Artemakis runs out from under his hat, makes the leaping grab into the end zone for the score. That one's an early candidate for the highlight reel. J-Val with the disc, firing up the left-hand side. Brunner, oh, fired into the end zone. Beautiful diving catch. What an amazing play by the Chicago Union on that one. Pavel to Weiss, the sure-handed Weiss, now turning into the sure-throwing Weiss. Oh, beautiful defensive effort by the Soul, snatching that out of the air away from Shanny. Quite a few of the defensive line players out there. Nate Goff firing deep, but a beautiful diving play by number 23, Kyle Hankey, and Austin again will go. Chicago defense knows they do not want to give Austin a chance to get their first 2-goal lead of the night. Going deep. Reese Bowman up there, or open for the catch and the score. Chicago putting the disc into play quickly. Shanahan up the left-hand side. Shanahan will go deep. He's got Weiss out there, and Weiss makes a terrific play on the disc for the score. That took all of 7 seconds for the Chicago. Put this in play. The left-hand side there, right-hand side, there's Shanahan. Shanahan lays it out for Artemakis, who makes a tremendous play on the disc for the score. That disc looked like it was going to find an empty home in the end zone, but Eli Artemakis tracking it down. A second chance for the Chicago offense to cash in here and get it back to within 1. Firing into the end zone again. Beautiful sliding play for the catch and the score. Going deep again. Valserage out there for the disc and tracks it down for the score. Once again, Austin going on the big deep attack, and they cash in for another goal. Starkel. Bowman, he'll go deep. Rips it out there. Beautiful play by Austin. Continuation play into the end zone. Evans for the score. Beautifully done by the Austin Soul offense again.
Of the second quarter by number 1.
Parker has to give, tries to get it back to Pavel, but at midfield. Weak double team forces the swing back to the middle of the field. Little give and go Switek. Up the left-hand side, Evans, he'll come ripping towards the end zone. Into the end zone for the score. Valserage with his 4th of the night. to the middle of the field, attack star to Marcus. Eli to Weiss. Weiss looking deep, nothing there. He'll just work it up the right-hand side to Rutledge, who floats it into the end zone. Eli Artemakis with a great play for the score. Eli Artemakis just wanted that one more than the sole defender, and he cashes in his 5th.
Heard you talking about that last week during the Madison game. There's certainly room for improvement, but the officials take it seriously. And Mick Walter, it's great to see him back on the field.
The big guy, one of the twin towers on this team, making a big play, and now they'll go deep. Oh, what a beautiful snatch out of the air by Austin. Knocking on the door, just trying to punch it in, and they will. Another tough possession for the Union. Austin just methodically working the disc up. Chicago trying to rally on defense. This is the fun time of the game, Evan, at this field for the announcers, as you can see by the sun angle. Whistle on the play.
Chicago's tightened up its defense around the goal line, getting the offensive foul or the pick call there. Not sure which one. Austin continues to play with confidence, but the fact that they're being forced to make a bunch of throws, and, I mean, look, they were right near the end zone. Now they're back near midfield. And there's the block.
Chicago D knows how important this possession is, and they come up with a turn at the midfield.
Jace Bruner, former Spider.
Nate Goff with that disc. Goff firing into the end zone. That's going to be a tough play, but a beautiful play on the disc. I think that was Asher Lance.
Sure was.
Big break for the Chicago Union, getting back within 2.
Just the second break of the game for the Chicago D-line.
Evans with the disc. Oh, going deep again. Evans there. He's going to track it down for the score. Jeff Robinson was closing quick. Ross Barker fires. Wide open, Jeff Weiss, but he'll have to go up the elevator shaft for the play and the score. That disc seemed to sail on Ross Barker, but Jeff Weiss, once they've been able to break the pressure, Evan, they have just been able to march on down the field, and there's another example, but a beautiful play on the disc. Asher Lance again. Shanahan up the far side. Shanahan going deep for Weiss. Little bump, little contact, but Weiss gets the disc. He'll fire into the end zone for Shanahan, just laying it up. Oh, that's Eli Artemakis. His 7th of the night.
And what a possession after the timeout.
Stall count was getting real high, Evan, but there's a beautiful play again by the Chicago defense, Jace Bruner, and now he'll get the bookends for the score. Yes.
Wow.
Ooh, sensational defensive play.
This was really close. Part of me thought Henke, no. He had his hands on the disc, but to say he stopped rotation would be an exaggeration. Cool hold, but they also have the clock as a factor here.
30 seconds left. Henke going deep. Head disc into the end zone for the score. Beautiful play by the Austin Soul, and they needed that one to tie it up at 16.
Great vision from Kyle Henke.
On the south side.
Huge possession here. If I'm not mistaken, Austin will receive to start the fourth quarter.
That is correct. 15 seconds left. Weiss going deep. He's got the receiver out there. Not quite. Yes, he did. How did he make that play? Kyle Rutledge. I thought that disc was going to sail harmlessly out of play, but here we see Jeff Weiss again, letting it sail. Chicago defense having their way with this offense. The end of that third quarter. And another beautiful block, hand blocked by Nate Goff. Welcome back, Nate. Another big stop for the Union. Over to Weiss. Weiss looking deep, nothing there. He'll be conservative with the disc and dish it back to Russ Barker at midfield. Barker up the right-hand side to Weiss. Weiss firing it up. Eli making a nice play. Back into the end zone for the score. Pavel Yanis with his first goal of the night. Beautiful play. Quickly break the double team, but fire it far out of the end zone. About 6 minutes into that third quarter, they have not been able to find the answer to this Chicago defense. Now, Asher Lance making a nice play on the disc. Firing it deep. He's got Tornabetti. Tornabetti for the catch and the score. Another break point for your Chicago Union, up by 3. Now, Pavel Yanis looking over the field. He's got Rutledge to Eli. Eli up the right-hand side to Weiss. Inside the red zone, Weiss with a beautiful arcing throw into the end zone for the score. Pavel Yanis collects his third of the night. I knew I'd make that mistake again this year. Chicago going deep. Soul got the deflection, but a beautiful play recovered by Jace Bruder. Jace Bruder did not give up on that disc. The Soul player could not catch his D. Contact on the play gives Chicago the disc right towards the goal line. Beautiful diving play by the Austin Soul to knock that disc out of play. Yours truly from having a big play tonight. Evans. Ooh, big hammer from Evan Switek into the end zone for the score quickly. Chicago having to hustle down to make sure they don't get counted out here and lose the disc. Oh, beautiful play into the end zone. Pavel Yanis just quickly dished it into the end zone to Kaminsky for the score, and Kaminsky showing his pleasure by smacking himself upside the head a few times. Pavel Yanis grabbing that disc, did not hesitate, dished it into the end zone for Kaminsky, and that should wrap this one up. Chicago defense making him work again, in and out of the hands of the Austin Soul player, but he comes up firing as if he made the play. And this one's going to be turned over. And that should do it, folks. 8 seconds left. Chicago up by 3 with the disc. J-Val putting the disc into play to Weiss. Weiss can just dish it on back to Nate Goff, who just holds the disc, waiting for the final horn. An unbelievable turn of events here in the second half as your Chicago Union make a big comeback to win this one, 24-21. We'll come back to wrap things up in a minute right here on AUDL TV.